Becoming your best self. 6 reasons your manifestations aren't working. Before we begin, make sure to click the first link in the description to manifest your soul urge. If you are into spiritual or personal development, you've been introduced to the concept of manifestation, or creating or attracting that which you want into your life. It's a very powerful tool, and yet we all lose our way every now and again. We feel ourselves blocked, and no matter how much energy we think we are putting into manifesting our heart's desire, the reality is always just around the corner. Here are some reasons this might be happening and some suggestions for coping with them. You remain vague about what you want. You'd be surprised how many people who know all about manifestation don't take this crucial first step. You cannot bring vague yearnings into reality. Start the process of manifestation by doing a brain dump of your ideal goal, whether it be a mate, a job, a tangible goal, such as a car, or a solution to a problem you are facing. Blue sky it, and don't forget to bring in even mundane things like distance from home, or more emotional aspects like feeling valued and appreciated. How to shift this? Follow these short directions for creating what you want in its entirety. When you have completed the list, identify the 10-20% of the items that are non-negotiable. These are the items that you absolutely cannot compromise on, while others would be nice to have, but not critical to your continued peace of mind. You are ashamed or embarrassed to share your vision. Recently, a friend was going to an all-day event on manifestation. She is very clear about what it is she wants to create, and by when she'd like to create it. However, she was hesitant to announce her vision at the class. We talked it over, and she soon realized the connection between being afraid to announce her vision in this safe environment with her hesitation or embarrassment to announce her goal, and then not create it. How to shift this? While there's no reason to share your goal with people you meet on the subway, it is very important that you feel free and comfortable sharing it with friends or like-minded people, such as would be at this seminar. The more you voice your desires, the clearer you make it to the universe that this is something you want. Even more than our parents, the universe listens to how we say it instead of to what we say. So make sure you are confident about making your dream a reality. You constantly worry about how. In my opinion, one of the biggest reasons we fail to manifest our desire is that we get caught up in how it's going to come to us. We are bound by our limited understanding to see only a few possible ways in which our goals become real. The fact is that there are umpteen ways for us to get what we want, and only someone with a bigger brain, hint, hint, can see all those possibilities. How to shift this? Begin by remembering that is our job to figure out what we want, and God's job to figure out how. In the same way that you don't want anyone else figuring out the what for you, God doesn't need your help in figuring out the how. So, relax and trust in the process. Remember, you and God are co-creators of your life. You are not linking emotions to the vision of you having what you want. Wanting something that evokes no feeling in you has a statistically low possibility of coming into fruition. That is just one of the realities of the manifestation procedure. It is critical that you link as many of your senses to the vision as possible. For example, for a new car, how it feels to glide onto the leather seats, how the air sounds as it rushes by your open window, how lovely the tone of the horn, the smell of a new car, the peaceful scent of the country roads you see yourself traveling. As I reread the last sentence, I started getting a real feel for what it would be like to be in a new car, and that's not even on my personal list of current goals. I hope it worked like that for you too. How to shift this? As a part of my helping others with the manifestation process, I always ask them to write a letter to me from the future. The time frame that has gone by will vary with the individual and the object of manifestation. But, for example, I ask them to date the letter 6 months in the future, and we have not talked in all that time. The purpose of the letter is for you to fill me in on your life, or on at least one aspect of your life that you have now manifested. For example, if it's a relationship, tell me about the other person now in your life, what he's like, how he treats you, how he makes you feel in different situations. Make the picture as robust as possible, using some ideas from the new card description above. You are trying to ignore the negative voices. We all know that positive thoughts create positive results, and that negative thoughts create negative results. That is definitely true, and has more impact on the manifestation process than any other factor. However, we often take this knowledge to the extreme, where we waste a lot of energy trying to quash down any negative thoughts that come your way. If that would work, I'd be all for it. The truth is, unfortunately, is that it doesn't. In fact, it has the opposite effect on us as the negative voice gets louder and louder the longer we ignore it. How to shift this? First, accept the possibility that it is possible to shift negative beliefs to positive, supporting beliefs. Second, recognize that the negative voice is giving you a clue as to what your fears or blocks are concerning what you are trying to manifest. Unless you work through these old deep-seated negative beliefs, you will never be able to manifest what you want. Third, if you recognize a voice that says you don't deserve to have X, add this to your visualization until it no longer evokes feeling. Even though I don't think I deserve X, I'm open to the idea that I can have X. There is something you want more than you want this. If we are boldly proclaiming what we want and following all the other guidelines for manifesting, and we are still not manifesting what we want, it is necessary to do some digging and find out what it is you want more. Because, after a while, as you work through the blocks and limitations and create the proper mindset, then the only thing left is that you have another diametrically opposed goal, even though you are not seeing the connection. How to shift this? Ask yourself the following question: if I believe I create my own reality, and I do believe that, then what do I want more than I want X? You may be surprised at the answer. When I asked myself this about having a relationship in my life, my surprise answer was space. I was afraid of losing my space, or the space that felt like mine. Once I worked through this totally hidden fear, I was then able to allow my ideal partner to show up. Don't forget to click the first link in description to manifest your soul urge. Thanks for watching.